Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel where we review anything and everything. And today we are taking a look at another Marvel Legends character. This is the Invisible Woman from the Fantastic Four First Steps movie. Now, let's just quickly go over some of the box art. It's actually based on the character from the likeness of the actress into the movie. Invisible Woman, Sue Storm. Now, one thing I realized just after looking at this really quickly, based on the art of the belt here, and I could be wrong because this just could be that, but I would have to look it up later on at a different point in time. But that, I'm just gonna put this off to the side completely, just so it won't try to focus on the box. That her belt, I thought, was a removable belt, and now I'm starting to realize that maybe it's just broken, but I don't really know. Because I think that's the way that it came. I'm not really too sure because my son actually opened up the box before I had a chance to kind of really see it. So I didn't know if that was the case. Did he accidentally break it or was it just broken like that? So that's something that I'm not really too sure about. I don't see any extra pieces at the box, so I'm not really too sure. I'm just noticing that now. I just assumed that it was that it was removable. So I guess I was wrong when I had said in some past reviews of some of the other figures that for this line that some of the belts were movable or removable. This was not supposed to be removable, but it's just broken. So that's that. Here you can see the likeness of her face. We'll zoom in on that just to kind of see there. And it's somewhat like the actress, not as photorealistic as some other ones, or maybe it's just harder to do her likeness from it not looking generic. But you know, when you look at what's his name, Pascal's character, I forgot his first name, was it Peter Pascal? I forget. I'm sorry. Don't cut my head off. But his Mr. Fantastic's character, it looks so much like the character. So yes. But anyway, so pinless, that's something I didn't point out in my other reviews for the other characters that I've showed already, which is just Human Torch and the Thing. But I'm noticing here she's pinless, so that's good. I'm not a fan of this. Is just a style of the suits. It has nothing to do with the figure, but that whole black on the inner part just looks weird to me. I don't know. It looks like she had her hand in oil or something like that, black oil or something. But here goes the communicator, and it was because of her and the Thing that made me realize that the communicator that was on Johnny, which is red, was a communicator when it accidentally fell off. But as I mentioned in his review, I'm not a fan of that. His communicator was red. Other than that, she's just kind of basic. She comes with your two different sets of hands. And what I realized is that these figures for this line seem to balance their accessories. So since she just has this in her two regular hands, they give her a big force field. If for a Human Torch, they give him a bunch of fire effects all over his body. For the Thing, he's just bigger, so he doesn't get any additional effects. He just has his, obviously, two other sets of hands. Like everyone got a set of hands, but not two sets of hands, one additional set of hands. But for her, because she has no kind of whatever, it's like showing her power just through this. And Mr. Fantastic has like stretchy arms. So they try to balance out all their accessories, which I guess was interesting. Now this hand right here has a hole in it so she can hold up her field, her force field. And what's also interesting about this is it looks like it has like bullet marks, like someone's shooting it. And it's almost like this kind of watery kind of substance when it's being held up, almost like the invisible shield has like a liquidy kind of effect to it. And so the bullets look like they're hitting it, and then you see it like waving out throughout the entire shield. These do look like kind of bullet, fragments, even though you don't see any actual dots or bullets in them. You could assume that it's like someone shooting bullets at her and she's doing that. So it's interesting that they made it actionable in that something's taking place, not just a smooth, clear shield. They could have done that, but they try to give it a little more dynamic to it. I would say the only thing about that is it becomes a little more specified to a specific scenario, similar to the 20th anniversary Captain America, where he has his shield has like holes in it where you're able to put the effects of either like bullets or like, is bullet effects? I'm not sure if it could be considered scratch effects, but or if they're two separate things, but I think it's like a bullet effects hitting it. Then you have one where, yeah, I think it's like you could poke in the little bullet effects hitting it. Then you could put in one for like someone slashing at it, and then one for like absorbing electricity. But nonetheless, this kind of is not to that same degree, but nonetheless, whenever she's displaying her shield, it's going to look like she's protecting from bullets. Even if you have someone trying to punch at her, she's putting up her shield. So that dynamic, though it's cool, is going to always be part of it, obviously, because it's a static dynamic that you can't remove, but it is interesting. It makes the shield look a little bit more detailed. Other than that, I think the figure looks fine. As I mentioned about some of the other figures inside this line, well, her head has limited mobility too because of the her hair. But let's see, how's that ab crunch? It's not all that great. It's okay. And I guess basic articulation, all the rest around her. I will say the same thing as I said for a lot of the other figures in this wave, that if you are looking to build up a Fantastic Four team, this is the time now to do it, because otherwise older Fantastic Four figures that are comic based are kind of expensive. And once this line goes out of time frame and they start getting expensive, it's going to be hard to get them all. So right now, while most of them are still the standard price, link's going to be in the description down below for you to purchase on Amazon. While most are still the standard normal price right now for, the figures to be about $25. Mr. Fantastic is the only one who is a little expensive at $38, but I honestly would say, and I have him on the way, but he hasn't arrived yet, I would say that just other than him being in that price range, which you might want to splurge a little bit extra for him, because like I say, he's about $38 right now. If you want a full Fantastic Four team, this is probably the cheapest you're going to be able to get him, so I would definitely say jump on it right now. There are a couple of other figures as well, like Silver Surfer, and then they also have two versions of the Human Torch, not just one where he's completely engulfed in flames, and one where he's in his more human form with some extra flame accessories. With that being said, you guys, as always, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.